Imagine a galaxy that's completely invisible. Say hello to J0613 plus 52. Scientists discovered this mysterious gas clump just 30 million light-years away, and it might be a dark galaxy with no stars. Picture a galaxy like a giant city. Usually it's lit up with billions of stars like streetlights, but J0613 plus 52? It's as if someone turned off all the lights, leaving just the gravity pulling everything together. This strange gas cloud looks like a regular hydrogen cloud at first, but the way it moves and its mass suggests something more: dark matter. Dark matter is like a ghost, totally invisible but with a gravitational pull that scientists can detect. What's wild about J0613 plus 52 is that it behaves like a galaxy but doesn't have any stars. It might be a galaxy that never got around to forming stars, or maybe it lost them over time. This discovery could unlock new secrets about how galaxies form and evolve, and how dark matter shapes the universe. Maybe we're on the brink of finding even more dark galaxies out there. Stay curious, folks.
Stop buying pricey Easter eggs. Here's why they're so expensive. Easter eggs are getting more expensive, and some are shrinking in size. A recent analysis by Which found the price of popular Easter eggs has surged by 50%, and some have even gotten smaller. Why the price hike? It all comes down to weather. Droughts followed by heavy rains in West Africa, where 84% of the UK's cocoa is sourced, have hurt cocoa harvests. Since last March, the cost of chocolate has jumped by 17%, way above the 3.1% inflation rate. Take a look at Cadbury cream eggs. Last year they were £2.62 for a 5-pack, but now they're £4 at Morrison's. Other eggs, like Terry's chocolate orange mini eggs, have risen by 56% per 100g, despite shrinking in size. With cocoa prices soaring and harvests down, it looks like the days of cheap chocolate might be coming to an end. So this Easter, you might find yourself rethinking that pricey egg in the supermarket aisle.
Ready to get your mind blown? NASA's Curiosity rover just uncovered Mars's ancient secret. For years, scientists puzzled over why Mars seemed to lack carbonate minerals. These are key for understanding the planet's climate history. But guess what? Curiosity has found siderite, a type of carbonate mineral, in Gale Crater. This is huge because it's the first direct evidence of carbon on Mars's surface. It suggests Mars once had a thicker atmosphere with an active carbon cycle, possibly supporting liquid water and maybe life. Imagine Mars transitioning from a warmer, wetter world to the cold, dry desert we see today. This discovery is like finding a missing puzzle piece, helping us understand Mars's ancient climate. So, stay tuned as Curiosity keeps exploring and uncovering secrets that could change our understanding of the red planet's history. Who knows what other surprises are waiting to be found? Mars, here we come.
If your sleep schedule feels like a roller coaster, you're stuck in a circadian jail cell. For ages, humans rose with the sun and hit the hay when it got dark, but now, we're surrounded by artificial lights and cozy environments, and our internal clocks are freaking out. This misalignment messes with more than just our moods. It's linked to depression, heart disease, and even cancer. It's not just about getting 8 hours, it's about when you get them. In industrialized nations, we might sleep enough, but often out of sync with our natural rhythms. Meanwhile, folks in non-industrialized societies get less sleep, but are more in tune with the sun. But don't worry. Experts suggest chronohygiene. Set cooler temps at night and brighten things up in the morning. These tiny tweaks can make a big difference. And here's a shocker. Your morning walk has a bigger impact on your rhythm than scrolling on your phone. So, step outside, adjust your lighting, and escape your circadian jail cell for better sleep and health. If you don't like fires but still love ice, then you need to know this. Here's how it works. When forests in the Amazon burn, they release tons of soot, also known as black carbon, into the atmosphere. That soot can travel thousands of miles, all the way to Antarctica. Now, when this black carbon lands on the Antarctic ice, it darkens the surface. Darker ice absorbs more heat from the sun, causing it to melt faster. Researchers found that during periods with more soot, Antarctic sea ice melts quicker. The Weddell Sea saw the biggest ice loss, especially between 2019 and 2020. This is a huge deal because melting sea ice can expose land ice beneath, which raises sea levels. Scientists still need more data, but if this pattern holds, Amazon fires could have global consequences. So, next time you hear about a forest fire, remember, it's not just about the trees. It's a global issue that even impacts ice on the other side of the world. Could stopping these restless genes help us live longer, healthier lives? Scientists think so. Meet Bess Frost, a biologist working with fruit flies to tackle Alzheimer's. She discovered something awesome. A drug called 3TC, originally for HIV, can slow down jumping genes, preventing brain damage. Jumping genes, or transposons, are pieces of DNA that move around our genome, causing chaos. They're linked to diseases like ALS, Parkinson's, and even cancer. Why is this a big deal? 3TC didn't improve memory in Alzheimer's patients, but it reduced brain damage, a huge step forward. Researchers are now focusing on a specific jumping gene called Line1 tied to aging and diseases. Early results promising, and there's more. Scientists are developing new drugs to stop these genes from jumping and causing harm. Imagine a future where we can slow aging and fight diseases more effectively. Could blocking these jumping genes be the key to healthier, longer lives? The future of medicine is jumping to new heights. Stay tuned! This is why you need to resist scratching that itch. When you scratch, your brain releases dopamine. Yep, the same feel-good chemical you get from eating your favorite snack or winning a game. So in the moment, scratching is pure bliss. But here's the kicker, it can actually make things worse. Studies on mice show that scratching increases inflammation. After scratching, the skin gets redder, more swollen, and even more irritated. So while your brain is celebrating, your skin is begging you to stop, and there's more. Scratching can damage the skin's surface, making it easier for infections to sneak in. Plus, it can create a vicious cycle. More itching, more scratching, more irritation. So what can you do? Try soothing the itch with cool compresses, moisturizers, or anti-itch creams. If itches are frequent, it might be worth checking for allergies or skin conditions. In the end, scratching might feel great short-term, but sometimes resisting the urge is the best thing you can do for your skin. Stay itch-free, friends. This is going to blow your mind. Hawaii's stunning birds are being saved by mosquitoes. Yep, you heard that right. In Hawaii's lush forests, the bright red iwi and the melodic apapana face a quiet but deadly threat: mosquitoes. These birds evolved without defenses against mosquito-borne diseases like avian malaria. Just one infected bite can be fatal, and as the climate warms, mosquitoes are invading the birds' mountain sanctuaries, bringing disease with them. But scientists have a surprising solution. More mosquitoes. Wait, what? Yep, lab-raised male mosquitoes infected with a bacterium called Wolbachia. When they mate with wild females, their eggs don't hatch. No babies means fewer mosquitoes over time, and fewer chances for disease to spread. This method doesn't use pesticides, doesn't harm other species, and targets only the invasive mosquito population. It's a clever, natural approach to protect these endangered birds, many of which exist only in Hawaii. It's a race against time, but for Hawaii's birds, these tiny winged warriors might be their best hope.
What if the first clue to alien life just came from 124 light-years away? Astronomers using the James Webb Space Telescope have found something strange in the atmosphere of exoplanet K2-18b, a distant world orbiting in the habitable zone of its star. They detected two molecules, dimethyl sulfide and dimethyl disulfide. Here on Earth, these gases are only produced by living organisms, mostly microscopic marine life. That's what makes this discovery so exciting, because if these molecules are really there, they might be signs of biological activity on another world. Now, scientists aren't jumping to conclusions just yet. The detection is still in early stages and more data is needed to confirm it. But the odds of this happening by chance? Less than 0.3%? It's not proof of life, but it could be the closest we've ever come. For the first time, we may be looking at a living world beyond Earth.
I think I messed up my diet. But wait, there's a deeper reason for that middle-age weight gain. Recent research from City of Hope reveals that as we age, specific stem cells called adipocyte progenitor cells, or APCs, kick into high gear. They're responsible for creating fat cells, and in middle age, they ramp up production. But here's the kicker. Scientists discovered a new type of stem cell called committed preadipocytes, age-specific, or CPAs. These CPAs are super efficient at generating new fat cells, especially around your belly. The mastermind? A signaling pathway known as the leukemia inhibitory factor receptor, or LIFR. In older folks, LIFR activates these CPA cells, leading to more fat production. Understanding this opens the door to potential therapies targeting these cells or pathways. So, next time you see that extra belly fat, remember, it's not just lifestyle. Your cells are at work. Ever wondered how a sports scandal could relate to cancer? Stick around to find out. Erythropoietin, or EPO, made headlines as a performance-enhancing drug for athletes. But new research reveals a darker side. Published by Stanford Medicine, it shows tumors might hijack EPO to dodge the immune system. How? EPO activates immune-dampening cells called macrophages, creating a stealth shield for tumors. This keeps the immune system from attacking cancer cells. Even more fascinating, blocking EPO in mice turned cold, immune-resistant tumors hot, making them vulnerable to treatment. Combining this EPO blockade with anti-PD-1 immunotherapy even led to complete tumor regression in most cases. So from enhancing stamina to helping cancer hide, EPO's role is now under the microscope. Could blocking EPO be a new cancer treatment strategy? Stay tuned. There's more to discover.
You need to hear this if you love clapping at concerts. Your applause is actually a mini science experiment. When your hands collide, they rapidly compress the air between them. This sudden burst of pressure creates a shock wave, a mini sound explosion we hear as a clap. But here's the fun part. Not all claps are created equal. Clap with flat hands and you get a crisp, high-pitched snap. That's because the air escapes quickly and forcefully. Clap with slightly cupped hands and you trap a pocket of air. When that air is forced out, it creates a deeper, rounder sound. That's called Helmholtz resonance, like blowing across a bottle top. Even the speed and strength of your clap changes the sound. Faster claps mean sharper sounds, and bigger hands create more air compression. So clapping isn't just noise. It's pressure waves, air physics, and resonance all in one simple motion. Next time you're at a concert, remember, you're making music and science with every clap. Am I the only one that didn't know our galaxy is teeming with super-Earths? Recent research from Ohio State University suggests we might live in a universe filled with Earth-like planets. Using the Korea Micro-Lensing Telescope Network, astronomers discovered that super-Earths, planets larger than Earth but smaller than Neptune, are more common than we thought, especially those orbiting their stars at distances similar to Jupiter's orbit around our Sun. This discovery challenges our existing planet formation theories, indicating these massive worlds aren't just rare anomalies but common occurrences in our galaxy. How did they find this out? They used microlensing, a technique that detects distant planets by observing how a planet's gravity bends light as it passes in front of a distant star. One standout find is Ogle 2016 BLG0007, a super-Earth with twice the mass of Earth, orbiting its star farther out than Saturn's orbit from our Sun. These discoveries open new avenues in the quest for habitable worlds and deepen our understanding of planetary systems. The cosmos may be more crowded and more intriguing than we ever imagined.
I'm sure you've heard the news. AI is everywhere these days. But did you know it's even helping pick puppies for service dog training? Here's how it works. Researchers trained AI with data from hundreds of puppies at the Seeing Eye, a famous guide dog school. The AI looks at things like curiosity, energy, and training skill, finding subtle patterns people might miss. The results? The AI picked future service dogs with up to 80% accuracy, beating human experts. That means more dogs matched to the right jobs, and more lives changed for the better.